Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is 22nd of July, Thursday, 2021. And this is my third episode, if there is going to be an episode. So welcome to Dean's Crypto Space. Please like and subscribe and leave your comments on the section below. Today, I'm going to share with you my crypto portfolio, which is now currently worth around or just above 80,000 US dollar. And I started from 10,000 US dollar at the beginning of last year of this amount. And then I'm gonna quickly go through how I am earning between 200 and 250 US dollar per day passive income. So let's start from the beginning of last year. Now, I started the crypto investment in late 2017, so sort of just at the end of last bull run or just after the last bull run. So it wasn't the greatest entry point that you could go into the market when the price was still high. I believe the crypto Bitcoin price was around 15,000 US dollar at the time when I entered into the market. So inevitably, I would have bought a few Bitcoin that was actually, as soon as I bought it, it started to go down, and go down. So that is obviously was a very depressive experience anyone could have when they first enter the market. But nevertheless, I then have gained a lot more experience in 2018 and some loss as well, and some really interesting, funky, amazing, lucrative people that I met with my boss in 2018, which I will talk about in another separate episode. And then 2019 and 20, we kind of more or less slept on our portfolio, whatever was left, until the beginning of 2020. I gone back to China for family business, came back to London, had my mom with me, who is an elderly lady, sold herself out in my flat, and then gathered all the coins that I have got left from the previous investment and put them together. And that was, I think, just under 1 Bitcoin at the time. And guess when it was? It was end of February, beginning of March. Yes, you're right. It was before the 12th of March. You know, I wish I have maybe done it on or after the 12th of March. I would have had a bit more funds. But there we go. That's just life, you know. Life is always give you a joke sometimes. So as soon as I organized my portfolio, the market crashed. But you know, because I experienced the previous bear market, I was okay handling it emotionally. Although I was a little bit, oh my god, here we go again. I'm not going to look at now. I'm going to go and do something else and play computer games or look after my mom. But that was just, let's say, 1 Bitcoin for the easier side of it. And I just sort of didn't pay much attention. And then there was a DeFi summer. I still didn't really look at it more until the beginning of this year, when I started to notice, because the price was going up. And I was also in China sharing this with many of my friends who, there are some friends who still remain having some crypto in their portfolio. So we were talking about it. And then I came back here. I started to really dig into DeFi and start to sort of reallocate some of my capitals to different projects. I did a period of experimental for I would say about a month. I tried different platform on DeFi and on different chain as well, like BSC, like Polygon, Matic. I discovered a lot of YouTubers I really like that. I follow them, I watch their video, I get their thoughts. And there are a lot of common knowledge and that I'm in line with, that I really liked the philosophy and also the monetary policy and and the way how you should manage the crypto as an asset or a balance sheet rather than buy low, sell high. So my eyes are really wider opened in a way. So I then look at my portfolio. I'm a Bitcoin fan. Okay, so I hold Bitcoins. and I have Ethereum as well. And then I tried Aave. So I actually allocate some of my Bitcoin and Ethereum, actually all of them on Aave. And I borrowed some GUSD against my Bitcoin and Ethereum. But you've got to be very careful if you do that, because if the price goes down, like what happened a couple of days ago, I was probably about 8% down. To if the Bitcoin and Ethereum price go down more than 8%, I will start it to be liquidated. Okay, means your deposit will start to be forced to be sold by the platform in order to pay back the money you borrowed. So you have to be very careful what you do. And then I have a lot, big proportion of my funds are in Convex. Basically, if you know what Curve does, Curve is a DEX, is decentralized finance that use its very niche technology to have a very small slippage when you trade. So it really suits institutions and even centralized exchanges or crypto projects that has demand into trading like large amount of stable coins or stable coins to altcoins type of need. So Curve also has a really interesting monetary and token economics policy that you buy Curve and then you convert Curve into VECRV. If you're using Convex, then you can deposit your VECRV in Convex. And then it generates passive income for you into 3 different forms. One is CRV, one is 3CRV, which is equivalent to US dollar, and one is CVX. CVX is the token for the platform of Convex. So basically, the passive income consists of these 3 type of coins. So I think I have like 40,000 CRV deposited in Convex, and it was generating something around 250 US dollar. Maybe it's a bit low now, just above 200 US dollar, because the price of the Curve has gone down a little bit. And that is the passive income I generate every day. You know, it's pretty much going to be around my salary, you know, or a lot of people's salary. And here in the UK, we get paid on a monthly basis. So you probably will think how you are getting paid on a monthly basis before tax, and we calculate this on a yearly basis. You get an annual salary, but then you receive your income on a monthly basis. That's how it works in the UK. I know in the US it's different. People tend to calculate their income on a weekly basis, whilst most of the places I think monthly basis. Even all my direct debit of my bills are more or less a council tax, are more or less on a monthly basis. So you know, starting from hodling at the beginning of 2020 until at beginning of this year, I have to admit I'm not a big fan of buy low, sell high. I'm not that good at TA. I can read K lines. I know daily candle light goes up and down if you're trading daily. I know there's leverage and long and short you can do, but I don't do those because I'm just going to lose money if I do that. I'm pretty sure about that. I did very occasionally buy low, sell high. Like, okay, for example, Doge, I did made a 17x, which was nothing compared to how much Doge has increased this year, right? So 17x is nothing compared to, I think it rise like 5,000x or 4,000x from a historical price. So it's like crazy, but that's not going to happen every day, and that is, you're not going to know when to do that. And I don't really have time to like look at candle charts every day. If I have time, I would rather look at project information, do more research on the stuff that I'm interested to, watch YouTubers I'm following to get more insights on finance, you know, monetary policy, technology, and those kind of things. So I have like gradually converted myself from a trying to trade newbie into a more sort of looking at projects and deploy my capital into a good platform that I feel comfortable with, that generating passive income type of investor. So that is basically my what my portfolio look like. So my target is to achieve maybe end of this month or some point next month back to 1 Bitcoin, and then 10 ETH, because at the moment I have 5 or 6 ETH, and I have like 40,000 CRV, and then I have bits and pieces in somewhere else. So it's like 10% or even under 10% of my portfolio that I deploy somewhere else, like just for fun, experimenting new things. Because you got to understand, sometimes you can't stop yourself doing it, like buy low, sell high, or buy meme coins, or go to different yield farm just to try it out, or go to different chain to try things out, like Cosmos, for example. Like I also have a little bit found in Popsicle Ice. So these are things that you never know. It was to try and understand the project. And I am those type of learner that if I know something I get excited about, I'm gonna go for it. Even I make mistakes or lose some money, so long as I set a target of how much I'm gonna put in to try new things, like 10 or 5% of my portfolio, or even 2% out of 10%, because I might be trying different platforms at the same time, new platforms that, so I manage the risk, so I minimize my risk. So if I lose 2% of my overall portfolio, it's okay. And most of the time I don't lose them. I might not make as much money as hodling or leverage my Bitcoin to do something else. But I think that's worth it. It's just suits me. So I think you, as a crypto investor, you will have your own ideas of what to do, where to deploy your capital. If you have a very small amount of fund to start with, like if you're new to the space and if you want to try £1,000 or $2,000 $2,000, then you've got to do buy low and sell high, because otherwise it's not even worth to try DeFi. DeFi is decentralized finance, if you don't know the words, and that's where you can deploy your capital in different platforms to generate a passive income. So if that's where you are, you've got to try it. But if you have a large fund, like 100,000, then maybe you want to put some in DeFi platform. And if you're still a big fan of buy low, sell high, then go and do it. But there are also people that have a much bigger fund, and the more money you have, like what I know of some of my people, my friends, and some of the YouTuber I follow, they have like millions of funds, okay, 10 millions of funds that they just hodl, or they allocate their capital somewhere that is proved to be safe by time, okay? So projects that has already been on the market for like at least half a year or a year, in particular the DeFi projects that has not been hacked or attacked before and difficult to fork, or have its own monetary policy or really good tokenomics that everybody else is copying. And these solid platform will might not necessarily give you the biggest yield, but it's not gonna, take your capital away. That's what some of the people, especially with bigger capitals, would prefer to do. So this is what I am, generally like to touch base on today. So I talked about my portfolio. It's now around $80,000, generating $200 per day passive income. I'm foreseeing it to grow once the market starts to pick up. Although it's likely that Bitcoin will go like up and down between probably 30 to $40,000 US for the next couple of months. But the passive income that's my portfolio is generating, I'm happy, with, a amount that is, as close to my salary every month. So I'm happy. Although I'm not cashing out anything, I would keep it just to see how far it goes with this bull market. And I hope you have your strategy as well, and we can discuss more strategies in the future and different projects as well. So if you like my video, please subscribe and like. And if you want to leave any comments, please do so. And you're very welcome to join my Discord channel and Twitter. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.